did busking for a long time too, so
Oh, really?
I know the pain. Yeah.
Did you do busking here or back in?
No,
Cali?
I did it for a while in the U.S. For like about for quite a few years. For maybe like 7 years.
Wow.
Sometimes it was actually I'd quit my job in Berkeley. It felt like a bit of a dead end, and I was suffering from some really bad mental health at that time in life, and needed a little change of direction, needed a new life plan, needed to do something that was going to fulfill me. And I thought I was busking. I started busking like in San Francisco, and I'd go to Haight Ashbury and stuff.
Wow.
That was a very romanticized. That was like a big. I was like, holy shit, I'm busking on Haight Ashbury. How cool! The home of the hippies. Playing the Grateful Dead at Haight Ashbury, and so people start to put in. I'd start to see how much money I could be making just from busking, and realize I could probably. I mean, not making as much as I would at my job, but like
Yeah.
still, I can quit, and I can maybe try and do that. And so I did for quite some time, and
Wow.
traveled around the West Coast, and started to learn the tricks of the trade. But part of what I didn't like about it eventually, which is also part of why I moved from Freiburg to
Mhm.
Berlin, is that in order to make money off of doing that, just being a guy with a guitar, a lot of people want you to play specific songs, and they're not necessarily songs that you like. So this guy, like, once I was busking, and he said, "Learn Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel will get you the money. So what are you doing this for?" I was like kind of complaining. I was like, "It's a bad money day. People aren't giving money today." And he's like, "Dude, if you play this song, you'll get money." And I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of want to just play songs that I like. That's my whole, if I am doing covers, then I want to do songs that I like." So
Mhm.
um, I remember I learned Wagon Wheel. I got all the money from Wagon Wheel.
So it did work.
Oh, of course, yeah, it's a formula. Yeah, the guy was right. Yeah, it's like
It's like, don't reinvent the wheel. Just, go with the wagon wheel.
play the Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, that's the wheel. Why reinvent the wheel of the wagon?
Yeah, which I did actually. I made my own cover of it eventually because I wanted to change it, but make a parody of it. And the song itself is about hitchhiking around the South. I'd
Mhm.
never been to the South, so instead I rewrote the lyrics as a song about me busking up and down the West Coast.
Mm.
And then it was my song, and it was fun for me again. But that started to lead me into the world of what I call commissioned work as a
Mm.
street musician.
Yeah.
And where you're playing songs, like I do like cover songs, like my band plays cover songs, but we're playing songs I love. We play a lot of like Rancid, we play Green Day, this is like punk rock music that I really like. I mean, Green Day is kind of accessible to most people, but like Rancid, that's a little more obscure, like if I cover Anti-Flag or something, people aren't gonna, if they're walking down the street, they're not gonna be like, "Oh, let's give him $5." But if they hear Wagon Wheel, they're like, "Oh, let's give him $5." They're Bob Dylan, they're like $5. But I do like Bob Dylan. That's
Yeah.
the thing, is like trying to find the Venn diagram where something I love that's gonna make me money because other people who give money for music love it too. Um,
Yeah. Venn diagram.
but then I was like playing in southern Germany, and I was actually starting to make some pretty decent money playing at the taverns around the Black Forest. It was cool, but they all want you to play like country roads, dude. And I'm like, I don't really like this song. Like, it's
Ooh,
okay,
yeah.
it's just not. I would never choose to play country roads. It was never ever
That was
like, it's
not
not
your
on my
dream.
list of like things I would want to, if I could. It's like thousands and thousands of songs down the list of songs I'd want to cover. I don't really. I'm not. West Virginia is that really a cool place? I don't think so. I mean, it's very, yeah. I don't know. I've never been there, but it's not. It doesn't seem very cool. I don't see
Yeah.
why everyone's.
What's the big deal about it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, but so then you go, and the Germans, they love country roads. Country
Mhm.
roads is the wagon wheel of Germany.
Wow.
In the same way,
How'd you learn that?
by just trying to play music here.
You just like, oh, well, I had something need to
I
work. I
started
don't
to
know.
notice the pattern. Hey, will you play country roads? Hey, you play country roads? Hey, you're from America. You have a guitar. You must play country roads.
Wow. And I guess I don't know what I'm assuming they tipped a lot too,
Of
probably.
course, yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's, love it. Everyone's the whole bar is singing along. It gets crazy. Everyone gets whipped up into a frenzy of
Wow.
country roads. Yeah.
That's wild. Wow. So you experiencing Germany on a different level.
Yeah, but I'm like, uh, in Berlin, there's more outlets and avenues, and an audience for people who like originality
Yeah.
and creativity and more niche cover stuff, you know.
Mhm.
So that's again also part of what drew me here, because then I was like in Freiburg, and I'm like, I don't know, it's feeling like a little bit of a dead end. And let's go see what happens if I go. And again, success, like, uh, people here are very open, receptive, and loving of new, cool, interesting shit.
Oh
So
yeah, they are.
yeah, so it's all working out. It's all working out.
That's cool that it is working out, man. And what would you say were some of the things that you learned from busking that has applied well to like you doing art in Berlin?
Um, I mean, I think that being a live performer, one of the main differences between doing that versus doing just purely videos and film work and maybe social media stuff is like the crowd work and how to interact with your people, with the audience, with the crowd. And the busking is that was just so valuable for that.
Mm.
Really, really just being able to talk to the people. It's not it's and instead of like when you're on a stage and in a venue, you know, then there's this kind of like there's the fourth wall. There's a separation. Like the audience is like they're very aware. I'm in the audience and you're on the stage, but
Yeah.
on the street you're just at the same level, and people come for better or worse. I mean, sometimes people harass you and shit. You know, that's really annoying.
Get off
But
this corner.
yeah, or like, yeah, drunk people and yeah, coming and bothering you and stuff. But like, then also on the plus side, you really get to talk with people, and sometimes they say why they liked your song. They're going to give you feedback, more negative and positive. Like, you know, being
Mm.
like, oh, I really love that. I remember even one guy being like, hanging out and enjoying my music. And he's like, I love that song you played. I can't believe those people sat there and listened to it, a whole song, and didn't give you any money. And I'm like, yeah, well, it was an original, you know? So, and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you what. And he's like, you know how you played Johnny Cash? And he's like, you play Johnny Cash, again, then the next people that come by, I'll bet they'll give you $5. And it's like, all right, let's do some more cash for the cash. Here we go. And boom, once again, like there, it was so funny. Somebody came, they listened to my Johnny Cash cover, they put $5 in. And that was
Oh
just
shit.
from me chatting with this guy who was liking my original stuff. And then he gave me a little money too. And but like you have that interaction, you have a lot of the crowd work, you have a little more honest communication, I think. Um that public space makes it so that, you know, all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. But when you're just on the street, that street is truly that stage of you and everyone else. You know, you're all the same there, kind of in a way where
Mm.
in your establishment, it's there's this social contract of like there's the performer and there's the audience, but it's all blurred when you're just out in the public space, I think.
Yeah, there's no walls literally, so there's no fourth wall to be even constructed anywhere
Yeah, yeah,
on the street.
yeah, people are just like, "Oh, okay, I'm here in the subway, and this chick's here in the subway playing some tunes. Cool. Alright, let's
Yeah.
chat a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, nice, you
It's
know?"
like, "Oh, where you from? Where's the stand? How you doing this? Blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
That
Uh,
makes sense, yeah.
yeah, I think it really helped craft in that respect, also other aspects of my performance, work, like where I've hosted pub trivia nights and doing stand-up and stuff, and so much of all that being, having to do with interacting with your crowd. Because
Mhm.
before I was busking, a lot of my training and background was like in like scripted theater and
Ah,
you know, doing rehearsed stuff.
right.
Um, other than my improv. that stuff I was doing for music and for a lot of my I was in plays and stuff, but it's always like there was a script. But it's nice to work those muscles where you get off script and you like
Oh yeah.
are just completely improvising, bullshitting with the people, and building that connection in that way, which is as a live performer the most powerful thing, you know.
So powerful. So